What's up, guys? Just doing a little spraying, kind of a chill sesh if you guys wanted to hang out. You know, here in Michigan, we are still in the 60s. It's the middle of November. Thanksgiving's around the corner. I got all kinds of family coming over, so I kind of want the lawn to look badass, you know. So, but, you know, with it being in the 60s, it's been consistently in the upper 50s, low 60s the past, like, week or so. So the lawn's been taking it. The lawn's looking fantastic. I'll show you guys in a minute. But, you know, also I think a contributing factor is that, you know, I've been using this stuff right here, I guess a test product, I guess if you want to call it. Stuff is called Full Sun. And, you know, I don't have a lot of sun anymore during the day. You know, it comes up real early, it goes down real early. So this is supposed to maximize the photosynthesis in the plant. So it's like the plant's soaking up as much sun as possible with what little it has. So, you know, I'm just giving this stuff a shot. I've been putting it on. I've put 2 applications on now. The lawn is growing and it's looking good. I don't know what's in it. They're obviously not going to tell me what's exactly in it. It's just, you know, they're like, hey, you know, try this product out. Give us your feedback. I don't know. My lawn is destroying everybody else's, and, you know, it's working. And I got a couple other products I want to try out, but I'm saving it for next season. You know, like trying to make an iron or a green up product of my own. Not like my own, but just like mixing stuff up, you know. And we're gonna use some nitrogen, the ammonium sulfate to lower the pH and get some nitrogen in the lawn. I got some other iron that's soluble. You mix it with water, and then I got calcium nitrate. But I do not think that you can mix the calcium nitrate with the other stuff because I think it gets all coagulated. It gets all like nasty and stuff. Personally, I like Turf Titan. A lot of people say NPK is NPK, but there's also soil amendments. They're all about the soil. And, you know, this stuff is supposed to all help it out, like the root booster and thatch buster. It's not even just like destroying thatch, it's like putting microbes in the lawn. I got a couple things too that we got. Senix is going to be a sponsor of the channel. I'm pretty excited about that, you know, for you guys later on. You know, we're going to be testing out a lot of their products. They got battery, they have gas. We're going to be doing all of it and testing it out. And we're going to be building this workbench up. You know, I did a little video. I haven't thrown it out there yet, but like I got this whole setup. You can get a suite set up like this, like on the cheap. I know this isn't like professional, but I mean like this is like for DIY, like dirt cheap, you know, because like this stuff is expensive and I know where to get it where it's cheap and I can help you guys out. Let's get your feedback on, you know, I'm switching the channel name up to Motown. You know, I did a little poll on that, and it's the neighbor Dominator. It kind of sounds kind of like an adult film name or something like that, or aggressive or cocky. You know, when people are like neighborhood Dominator. How do you spell neighbor? Is it EI or is it I before E? How does that go? If it's Motown, I live in Southeast Michigan, right by Detroit, which is Motown, and I mow my lawn, so it's Motown. All right, let's get to spraying. All right, now we're in the lawn. Look at it. Looking pretty good. You know, this lawn is dark, you know, and I mean, what do we all want anyways? It's just like a dark lawn. You're gonna get into this, you know, if you have a property, you know, that of your own, like you don't live in obviously an apartment, but I mean, you know, you kind of want to take care of your lawn, and it's satisfying when you have a nice looking lawn. It's something to be proud of, you know. It's like you work hard to buy a house, or even if you're renting a house, you know, I know you'll be doing your landlord a favor by fixing up the lawn, but I mean, you still live there, so it's kind of like when you have guests over, they're like, oh man, your lawn looks great, and it kind of, in my mind, it reflects on what is like in the house. You know, it's like, oh man, like his lawn looks nice, or her lawn looks nice, and it's kind of like, I wonder what it looks like on the inside. You know, it's like if the outside looks that good, they must take care of the inside, which I do. But I'm not going to take you in my house, or should I? Yeah, you know, doing regular practices on the lawn, It's like, it's not a lot of work. Like this is like, look how, this is not strenuous at all. It's actually relaxing, you know? And especially too, like look at my lawn. This front part is like 1,500 square feet. I can basically stand in the center and do all this. And I'm just gonna like spray the grass, you know? And there's not too much science behind it. You know, if you want to be one of those guys, like, you know, I like to play the magician potion making person every so often, you know, like I'm gonna be doing that next season, you know, with a batch of how to make the lawn green, you know, just for my own personal fun. But like, you know, like these Turf Titan products here, and it's whatever product, you know, you find out there that you like. Some work better for you or whatever, but like, see, this is all pre-done. It's in the bottle, and I'm hooking it up to the hose. It's kind of like you just color the lawn, like I'm painting it, you know, with this liquid. And it's like, get this center right here. There, it's done. Look at that. You know, you do this. I got nitrogen. And this makes the grass green, you know, and then, you know, I have quick connects on here. Look how easy this is. So I take this nitrogen off, and then now I'm gonna put down a little bit of iron to make this green, because we want to make it look good for Thanksgiving, which is coming up. And now, trying not to spray the camera, now I'm just gonna go over and do this. I mean, look how easy this is. And you can do this. Anyone can do this. You know, it's like you watch all these YouTubers, and it's like, oh man, I want to have a nice lawn like theirs, you know. And it's not hard. You just come out here, you just got to put it down, you know. You got to buy it and you spray it, you know, and then you let it sit, and then you cut it, you know. And a big thing is, you know, your cultural practices of watering and cutting, like during, you know, main season, to maintain a healthy lawn like this. Like in the fall, you know, in the spring, you get growth, you have cooler temperatures, and everything just like looks really good right now, you know. And it's kind of like, oh man, well in the summer a lot of stuff goes dormant, you know, or you get disease, and it's like you have to cut more than once a week. Like if you are going to wait till your lawn gets 6 inches and then you're going to cut it down to 2 because you don't want to cut it, you know, but you want to have a green lawn, and you want to have a nice lawn, healthy. It's like, then you can't do that. You have to cut it more than once a week. And here's the thing, is that when you are cutting the lawn, okay, let's say you're wanting to get into it, and then you're cutting it and you got clumps all over the lawn, you're mulching it all back in, and like, oh man, I get all these clumps. It's like, if you mow twice a week, you won't get clumps. You just, it doesn't clump up. It'll mulch right back in, because you're only supposed to take off 1/3 of the grass blade. So if you're at 6 inches, you're only bringing that bad boy down to 4, you know. You're not bringing 6 down to 2 inches, because then you're going to clump, and it's going to stress the plant out, and it's going to look like shit, you know. So you just spray this stuff on here. This is going to grow. Tomorrow we're going to be in the mid 50s, upper 50s again, down to 50, and it's like, I'm going to get growth, and we're going to look good for Thanksgiving. Family's going to come over, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, look at that. See that? And then I'm done. I'm done right now. But what I'm going to do is, I got this product, which is the Full Sun. And, you know, it's early in the morning right now, but the stuff is, you know, sun's going to go down by like 5 o'clock today. And I want this stuff all on the grass blade right now. From what I'm told is, you know, once again, not a scientist. I am just a weekend warrior like you guys. You know, when it's early in the morning, the plant takes up the nutrients. You know, another thing too is if you're going to get into this, I suggest you get, you know, boots like I'm wearing, so you don't get this stuff all over your feet, you know, as you're walking around in it. Some rubber gloves, long sleeve shirt. Yeah, man, this is like it. Look at this. I'm like adding this full sun on, and this is like kind of watering it in anyways. Because this full sun stuff, to my knowledge, it is not an NPK product. They have other microbes and other stuff in here that talks to the grass and tells it all, whatever. You know, and some people might be like, oh yeah, you know, I was talking with a buddy of mine the other day, he's just like, well, how much could this possibly do? Like, how much could this possibly help out your lawn? And, you know, I think it's all a bunch of bull crap. Well, you know, what about products that are like plant growth regulators? Okay, Senix. There are products that will stop your grass from growing. Golf courses use it all the time. There's technology that is in those products that will tell the grass to slow down. There's stuff called gibberellic acid that will speed up the growth. I've used it on here just for fun. You know, it's my lawn, I'll do whatever I want to it. And it makes the grass grow like crazy. And there is technology that goes into that. There's products out there. Some are synthetic, some are natural, and it does stuff to the grass. It's more than just NPK, you know, and that's what I like about Turf Titan, is that Turf Titan, they use some of that technology into their products. In my mind, grass is kind of like a weed. I mean, stuff grows in cracks, it grows everywhere. I got grass in the cracks of the side or the driveway. It's like insane, you know, and I gotta maintain that. I fertilize that too. I'm just kidding. Neighbor, you know, to get your lawn looking nice, it's very simple. All of you can do it, you know, and it all depends on, you know, who you watch, whatever. And it's you just put the product down, water it in, and cut it, man. It's very simple, especially if you have a smaller lawn. Now, you know, I'll tell you this, is that if you have a bigger lawn, Ryan Knorr, he's like got a lawn that's bigger than Costco. This liquid ain't gonna work unless you got one of those like systems that you put the fertilizer in, you know, your irrigation system. If not, you know, you're granular. You're granular all day. You know, it's like this is not cost effective by doing a bunch of liquid unless you're buying like totes. The benefits of doing liquids and why I like them, you see instant results almost, you know. It's they call it a foliar application, you know. It is gonna go through the leaf blade opposed to putting a pellet down and then watering it in and watering it in a little bit more. And then, you know, the pellet's got to break down, then it's got to get into the soil, and then your soil gets it, and then now the grass blade soaks it up through the soil. And it's like, you know, it takes like an extra couple days or something like that. So I want to know from you guys is, you know, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got a lot of stuff to say, and, you know, it involves grass, majority, lawn care, DIY, taking care of your house. I got like all kinds of, I guess you could say, tips and tricks, organization of the garage. You know, I got opinions on tools. You know, I got all kinds of things. You know, I'm a dad. You know, first and foremost, I am a father, and I have a million kids, and it's like very relatable to you guys. You know, and it's like, what do you guys want to see? You know, you want me to just tell you that, you know, this iron has 12% nitrogen, 6% chelated iron with manganese in there, and then I'm going to be adding my own calcium in there to try to get it into the plant faster, you know, so the plant will soak up the nutrients more. Do you want to hear more crap like that? Because I can do that, but also too, it's kind of like when I'm out here, it's like, I got a lot I can talk about to you guys. And I know you're looking at these leaves like, oh man, you should have took the leaves off. I did when I first started, before I came out here. And then they came back, so it's just a pain in the ass. But look, man, that's it. This took longer because I'm talking to you. Otherwise, you can get your lawn done. And seriously, like fertilizing it, especially this is, we just did 4,000 square feet. That's 4,000 square feet. You can get that done in seriously like probably about like 10 minutes out here. 15 minutes, depending on how much you want to do. And, you know, talking to you takes a lot longer. But that's about it, guys. You know, I'm going to be switching this thing up to Motown. And, yeah. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, my outfit, too. Just put a hoodie on over my PJs. But, all right, guys. Thinking about doing more talking, more vlogging in this next season. And I'm going to be doing a kind of like a thing where we, I guess not a podcast, but, you know, just to talk over winter. You know, my surgery's in like about two weeks, and I'm going to be stuck. So, I mean, you know, I might be talking a lot about a lot of stuff, you know, and just like I won't be mobile. I'll be able to like sit in a chair and talk to you guys. So that's it, guys. The lawn is looking fantastic. I mean, look at it. It's like, it's almost like, did it change after, you know? Look at it. Damn, that looks good. But I just washed out my machine. Oh man, like another video for later. I just cleaned that out again because I used it the other day. It was these sprayers. It's a Petra sprayer. It's I don't know what the hell it's called, like a Fat Boy or something. I don't know. It's the HD 5000. This thing with my leg, you know, hose end is great. That's all you need. But if you like to spray certain products, whatever, herbicide, pesticide, or if you're just doing like, let's say you're gonna do a tank mix, because, you know, with Turf Titan, you can mix all their stuff. And let's just say you don't wanna do the hose. And, you know, you're spraying one thing and then you gotta hook up another bottle and then spray another one like iron and nitrogen or their root booster. You can take all the applications and put it in this tank, and it doesn't get all messed up. And you can just spray it and get it all done in one shot. You know, that's like, it saves time, you know, if you're pressed for time. But, you know, sometimes I like the hose end bottles because it kind of waters it in too while you're doing it. So now I'm not going to water this in. I'm just going to let it go. So, but, all right, guys, that's all I got. Let me know in the comments below. You know, I enjoy just talking to you guys, and let's get the comments rolling, and maybe I'll get a little side thing where do some lives and talk with you guys. You know, you guys make this thing fun. This is like totally fun, man. And I got all kinds of other goodies in the garage. I'll probably just be doing some more vlogging videos, you know, and editing these while I'm handicapped, sitting around with a brand new leg. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.